Hi, I'm Jamie and welcome to Glowing Beauty Addiction. Welcome back if you're one of my subscribers, and a great big hello if you're one of my new subscribers. Today I have a bit of a different video. I want to talk a little bit about my process of how I decide what I'm going to talk about or what I'm going to film, and the kind of behind the scenes type stuff in my case. As well, once I talk about that, this will be discussed. So anyway, tooth update. Hey, I found a cheekbone today on my swollen side. So I'm super excited about that. I actually beat my face this morning and I feel divine. I still can't put contacts in, so I'm sorry. I can see glare off my glasses. But I'm slowly getting there. I still can't, fully smile or anything, but we're getting there and I'm excited. Well, before I start anything, my swoop shout out for today is to the real Carolina Queen. I think I found her through some Mango Tea drama. She does commentary, and I think she has about 69 subscribers, and I would love to see her hit that 100 subscriber mark. I share a lot of her views. I know she talks about he who shall not be named and that type of thing. So if you're into, keeping up with the drama and stuff, I highly recommend her channel. So, how I figure out what I'm going to talk about. So, I am a big note taker. Anyone who's watched me for a while knows that just about every video I have my notes. I kind of attack things in a different way. So my first book is this book. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll know my nickname used to be Barbie. So in this book is where I keep all of my ideas of what I want to do. So in it, I even have little sketches, my doodles, not each page, but I'll jot down what videos I really, really want to do. So this is kind of my almost, to-do book. Then I have my day timer. Now, this just I need to be more organized. I see people who just everything is so scheduled and organized, and I want to be one of those people. I used to be one of those people. When I was working, it was Stephen Covey, I think was the name, and I carried my day timer everywhere. So I use this to keep track of what days I film, what I discussed, who I shouted out that day, that kind of thing, as well as all of my, appointments. I won't go into detail, but I love this day timer just because I'll open up a page that has nothing on it. It has these. So there's always going to be a column for me, for Bart, both my boys. I can keep track of things going on at school, hot lunches, which Lord have mercy, that's a process, ordering hot lunches for schools. Then my important book. I love this book. It says I can, I will. This is my motivation. This is where I keep all of my notes for the video I'm filming, as well as once I film the video and I'm editing it, I can write down timestamps as to where I want to put the cards in. I can list the products I've discussed so that when I'm uploading it, I can get all the information in my description box, which, truth be told, that is the most work. Getting that description box, filling out products discussed, what I wore that day, linking channels, that type of thing is painstaking. And I'm very glad I finally have a laptop. I don't know how Tawny Michelle does all this editing on her phone. I started out that way, and oh my gosh, it wasn't long before I was like, I need a laptop. I need a real size keyboard, that type of thing. So when it gets down to the products though, what I'll do is, originally, all my makeup was in my bathroom. And when I would get ready, before I did my channel, I would talk to myself in the mirror. I would pretend that I had a camera in front of me. and what I would say about the products, that type of thing. And now here I am. I'm actually on YouTube. So when I pull a product out of my drawer or I purchase a new product, it goes into this bin. And these are the products that I want to talk about, or I haven't discussed, or I haven't reviewed, that type of thing. And they stay in this box until I've used them a couple times, have an opinion, gave them a wear test, that type of thing. Once they're out of this box, then they get stored either in my bins that I have. I have a kind of a shelf system in my closet, or I will keep them, you know, in my office here where I film. And there are some, of course, that make it back to the bathroom because that's where I get ready. And if they're the daily use type things, that's where they go. So I feel backlogged. I feel behind. Summer was hard to keep up with a filming schedule. And then, you know, we had holidays. Then I was in the hospital with all this tooth issues and, you know, life. So I figured rather than trying to like do, you know, a multitude of videos to try to get this stuff reviewed, I'm going to start attacking the bin. And I'm going to discuss, and some of these products are older, but I've pulled them out of my drawer and I thought, you know, I want to discuss them. Some of them are newer and I've used them and liked them or hated them. So we're going to start there. I should almost just call this series Attack the Box. So anyway, on the top of my box, the first item that I have been trying out is the Morphe. Sorry, I'm not going to try to throw shade in this video. Anyway, the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Now, I picked this up when I was down in the States because I've been wanting to try this for a long time, but because it's an aerosol, I think, I couldn't even have it shipped to Canada. That reflection in my eye, here. Now I'm blind, but we'll work with it. They wouldn't ship it to Canada, and I wanted to try it. I absolutely love the idea of a continuous spray, the aerosol. I love the application of this. I love that it kind of gives me a bit of a dewy look without it being too glitter. I believe it was the Cover FX setting spray I tried, and it was almost like chunks of glitter all over your face, and that is not cute. I can't say too much bad about it, but I will say that I have not found that this improves the lasting power of my makeup at all. I've mentioned it millions and millions of videos. This is my favorite. This is my go-to. So this is, it's one of those thumbs up, thumbs down type situations. I like it. It's okay. It's not the best, but it's not terrible. So second item in my box is the Tarteist Pro Glow Kit. Now, I am not a fan of Tarte eyeshadows at all. Here's what the palette looks like inside. So you've got some bronzers, or a bronzer, and some highlighters. And this is a cream product. I have to be feeling really special to actually do a cream contour. I have been loving this. It smells like chocolate, but maybe that's my imagination. I found that this Sculpt color here is the perfect shade for me to contour with. The highlight is nice, not the best I've ever used, but not terrible. There's some of these shades in here, especially this strobe shade. It does have quite a bit of micro glitter in it, so I'm not really digging on that, but I am really enjoying this for contouring. Let's kind of, next item on my top, or not item, the next thing that's on top of my box is the Blush Bazaar Amazonian Clay Blush Palette from Tarte. And I'm just realizing that this is gonna probably take more than one video to get through this box. It's hilarious. It looks like I have not used this, but this is like one of my go-to blush palettes. If I can say anything about Tarte, they kill it with face products. These blushes have not too much, not too little, the perfect amount of pigmentation. The wear time is fabulous. I love Tarte blushes. So I also picked up while I was down in the States, and you all know, if you follow me on Twitter, which is glowingbeauty01, I was tweeting out like I needed to find the Coty Airspun powder. Tati talks about it all the time. A lot of people talk about it all the time. I needed to try it. It's something, again, it's not available here in Canada, so I needed to find it. And I have really been putting this to the test. It has a scent. I don't mind it though. I don't find it overpowering. I will say though, and a lot of you have commented on other videos about this, I don't recommend this for setting under the eyes. I've tried different primers, different concealers, that type of thing. This always seems to make my under eyes crease, and that's very sad. But for setting the rest of my face, amazing. Love it. Now, this is a product I've had for a long time, and I've repurchased it. It is the Burberry Warm Glow Nude Glow No. 3 Natural Bronzer. I know, isn't it so pretty? You can tell it is well used. Well used. What I use this for, oh, the scent is just, it smells like money, but I'm kind of a bit of a Burberry whore. My husband bought me a Burberry bag. I have the Burberry, oh, I love Burberry. Anyway, what I use this for though is not for bronzer. It's a bit light, as you can kind of tell. But what I do use it for is in cases, like even today, where my foundation is a little bit too light, you know, that between season type thing, I will use this almost like an all over the face powder just to warm things up a little bit. I'm not going to use it to like carve out cheekbones or anything like that, but just to warm up the face. And it is so silky and smooth. I love this. This is one of my must-have products. On a bronzer type thing, I had purchased the Annabelle Biggie Bronzer in Matte Zebra Bronzing Powder. Now, this is a product that I'm not sure if you can get it in the States or not. Let me know in the comments below if you can. This is called Matte Glow. Now, normally I am very anti, like look at the size of this pan. I'm pretty anti this whole multicolor effect in a compact. This one though seems to work. Like, and what I love about it is like it does have the big dark shade in the middle, so if I ever do kind of feel lazy and I want to use this for contouring, it's kind of nice to be able to go in with my little brush and just hit that dark shade and cut out my nose and everything is fine. So I really recommend this. And if you can't get this in the States and you are Canadian, this is a super affordable drugstore brand. I get mine at Shoppers Drug Mart. So this is another contour type, I don't know, palette. This is the Smashbox Cali Contour Shape, Bronze, and Glow palette. Smashbox is one of those companies I have a love-hate relationship with. I find, and that's where I struggle. Sometimes it's like you'll find a lipstick by Smashbox and you love it, and then you buy another one and it's different, and that really bums me out. I don't like that for consistency. So what's nice about this palette though is you have like some warm, or not warm, but bronzing, contouring type shades. You've got a couple highlighters, a nice shade that'll work for blush, and of course your, I don't know, banana powder. I love it. The colors are nice. The colors are the right tone for me. The staying powder power is not on par with some of my other products. This is nice though for traveling. So when I travel, I tend to bring this with me because it's kind of that all-in-one type idea. So for setting under my eyes, since I bought up the Coty Airspun, now this looks funny. This is actually a tea container, but this is what I use to keep my Bare Minerals Mineral Veil powder in, just because I had a few of the smaller containers and you couldn't really get a brush in there. And this is what I've been using to set under my eyes. It is the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. I wish I wouldn't have thrown out the other containers. I absolutely love this. It doesn't crease. It's nice that it's got a little bit of color to it so you don't get that like Flashback Mary type thing going on. Love it. Love, love, love it. And actually it's funny, Rose from Beauty Boomer had mentioned that she was using it, and on that day I had just started using it, pulled it out of one of those drawers, and so I'm gonna stick with Great Minds Think Alike. So I mentioned this before in a video, and I know everyone makes fun of me. They're like, don't you know this YouTuber? And I do. I don't know how to pronounce her name. shaaanxo. I have been using this palette so much. I'm wearing it today, actually. I wore this side of it. What is fabulous about this palette is it's double-sided, which, as I mentioned before, I didn't even know that when I bought it. I've had a love-hate with BH Cosmetics. There's a few of their items that are actually my bad bin, but this palette, Lord have mercy, love it. It stays put all day. It is amazing. This one, Lord. So this is a Pat McGrath liquid lipstick that came with this. What do they even call it? This is the Bronze Astral Vinyl Gloss. It's all sparkly and shimmery. And this is the Divine Nude Liquid Lipstick. If you're into makeup, you'll know the name Pat McGrath. You'll also know the price tag that goes along with the name Pat McGrath. I am wearing this today. My fluids, you can see, it is not transfer proof at all. Like, even if you don't put the gloss over top, it transfers. It goes on beautifully. The doe foot is nice. I really, really do love the doe foot of this. It feels moisturizing. It doesn't dry your lips out. For something that's going to transfer and not last all day, I would not recommend this. So I paid the bucks for it. I am going to use it up, but I will not ever, I don't think, repurchase a Pat McGrath lipstick. So I also got this MAC Silver Dusk, and it is their iridescent powder. I have fallen back in love with MAC, as you probably know, and this is one of their OG items. I've been using this recently. I'm wearing it today. I have fallen in love with this. Normally, I'm not a loose powder fan, and it sucks because I would never travel with this, because I can just imagine getting to my destination and the whole of powder when you open it up. This gives such a nice, maybe it's not even going to show up with my lights. It's a cloudy, gross day here today. It gives you that, it doesn't give you that blinding the gods shine, or what my husband would call the turkey grease shine. He's learning. But it does give you that kind of that glow from within glow without being in your face kind of thing. So love this. I recommend this. I may purchase this in other colors. So now I'm seeing on, I have a bunch of foundations to talk about. So, where to even start? Okay, let's kind of do this. So I have these three. So I've got the CoverGirl Outlast All Day Stay Fabulous 3-in-1. And this is in Creamy Natural that I have been trying out. I have the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made in Fair Beige that I've been trying out. And I have the CoverGirl True Blend Liquid Makeup in Classic Beige that I've been trying out. They're good for the drugstore. I shouldn't even say that, because I know drugstore brands that are better. And worse. They're okay. I find, though, that even though I don't have oily skin, especially, it was this one. This, by the end of the day, made my skin look greasy. It didn't wear all day. This one actually lifted pretty bad off my nose when I tried to set it with powder. Of the three, this one would probably be my favorite. It does last. It's just not my favorite. So these two I kind of don't recommend just because of the lasting issues or lifting issues. And this one, there's nothing bad with it. It's just I think I found better, or I know of better. So that's kind of where I land on that. Now I've also been trying, because my drugstore was closing, the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation Brightening Complex for all skin types. I've got color MC1 and LW2. Again, these are good foundations, but there's always a but. There's two things I don't like about these foundations. One, they don't last all day. You do have to touch these up if you were wanting to keep it on all day. And the second thing I don't really like about it is they have these great big, similar to Tarte Shape Tape, big doe foot applicators. And maybe it's just because I'm kind of skeezed out about, I don't know, germs or whatever, but, and I know it's only me using it, but it's like you're dunking it in there and putting it all over your face and then dunking it back in, and I just think, that's not really, I don't know, kind of icks me out, I guess. So my two favorite foundations as of late, absolute favorites, are the ColourPop foundations, and I mix medium 85 and light 75. You can tell I've been using them. My only drawback to these is I can't get these in Canada. So I love these. They last amazingly. They play well with other things that you're going to put on your face. It was hard for me to find a color, especially trying to order off the ColourPop website. I wish I could go in store. So I should clarify, it's not that I can't get them to Canada, it's just I can't go in store and try to shade match, that type of thing. They last wonderfully. I love these, and at this price point, order a couple shades, figure out what works for you. Love it. My second favorite, well, I shouldn't say my second favorite, but the second foundation that I would consider a favorite is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF Broad Spectrum, is that all it's called? Studio Fix foundation. I picked this up in the States when I was down there at Ulta. I am in shade NW20. I'm wearing it today. I love it. It has the right coverage. It's buildable. It lasts all day. It plays well with others. It's not going to lift on your nose or under your eyes when you're trying to set anything. I love it. Concealer. I have a couple concealers and I can't say enough good about them. ColourPop. I have been using beige 25 and light 20 depending on the day, and depending on the foundation too. If my foundation is light, well, I'll use the lighter one, and if my foundation's darker, closer to what color I actually am, I'll use the darker one. Love these. And again, price point, fabulous. The other one I've been liking, loving might be strong, but liking, I picked it up in the States, is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. This is in C3. I know Ives and Beauty, I think, uses this to cut her creases for all of her colorful looks, and I may start using it for that. This color, though, I found is just way too light, and that's my own fault, but it's way too light when I'm using it under eyes or anything like that. Primers. I have been trying The Present by Philosphy. It was a recommendation by Wayne Goss. It's a love-hate relationship with me right now. It makes stuff stick. Your makeup is not going to move at all. But this says that it's going to get rid of pores, and I don't see it getting rid of pores. I can still see a lot of the craters and expression, you know, fine lines. I still see that happening. But as far as making your makeup stay where you put it and stay there all day, this is a primer to try. Eyeshadow primer. I have been trying the NYX Professional Makeup Eyeshadow Base in White. I believe it is it Nady uses this? I like it. I do like it. I may try to get a color other than white. I find when I use the white, it's almost too overpowering, especially if I'm doing a more neutral look like I did today. Perhaps with bright colors, this will be the way to go. But when I'm trying to do more neutral, I find you're almost fighting against it for a base to get, I don't know. Does that make sense? I am so happy to be back. So yeah, I really like it. It does the job. It's not creasing. It's keeping my eyeshadow put, but I think I want to try a different color. So let's bounce through a whole bunch of these all at once. Eyeshadow palettes. I am going to try to get through all of these because I am determined. So I have been playing with the NYX, oh my gosh, even after it's hard to open, the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette. Now, this is in color Smoky Highlight, I guess. That's my opinion on it. Lasting power is not really there. This one, it's like I can smell the glue that they use to stick the pans in or something. I guess it's okay for the price, but as far as giving it a recommendation, I wouldn't. Wet n Wild. I picked up a few of these palettes. There's actually 3. There's one more. The Wet n Wild palettes. I picked these up in the States. I love them. Love them, actually. For that price, Lord, these outlast a lot of the high-end brands that I've tried. They will last all day. They're very wearable colors. They're easy to work with. As far as a beginner, they blend beautifully. Love them. I recommend them. Also, if you're wanting to see swatches of anything, because I'm mentioning so many palettes, it would take forever to go through swatches, just let me know down in the comments below, and I'm more than happy to do swatches of the palettes. I mentioned this one before, the Revolution Makeup, and this is Big Love palette. I believe I mentioned it before. Whoops. Again, I've tried it a few times. I can't say I like it. It was pretty powdery, it was pretty batchy, and it didn't last very long, so this would have to go in my not a recommended. This one. Lord, this was worth my trip to the States. This was worth it. I love Sarah Dose of Color collaboration palette. Like, can we just appreciate the beauty of this? Oh my goodness. Like, just for kicks and giggles, let's go into that green and just... Oh my goodness, this palette. I wish there was a lighter color for a base, but oh, goes on like a dream, lasts like a dream. Amazing. 2 thumbs up, higher than anything. Love it. 2 other love palettes I have are the L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted and the Maybelline Lemonade Craze. Everybody got really into these smelly palettes, and for some reason, like Too Faced, their scents to me are chemically and kind of yick, like turn me off, gross. These ones though, this one smells like peach and this one smells like lemonade. These are nice. This is how you do smells. I have used both of these and I love both of these. These are drugstore brands and they last fabulously. Highly recommend them. Can't say enough good about them. Dry shampoos I've been trying. I have tried the IGK First Class and the Bumble and Bumble. These 2 so far I've put to the most use. If I have to choose between the 2, I would choose the IGK, but both have been good and they haven't left that white cast. They haven't made my hair feel gross and more dirty than when I started. These were a godsend when I was having to go to the hospital every 4 hours, which is a half-hour drive there and a half-hour drive back, and then you're trying to sleep in amongst there, let alone put in a bath or a shower. Godsend. Love these. Would prefer this one over this one if I had to choose only one. Another setting spray. The Maybelline Master Fix, I know a lot of beauty gurus were giving this high reviews. It did not work for me. The spray was not very nice. Like, it's pretty intense. And I think I got the same effect, just, I don't know. I didn't like it. It didn't work for me. I didn't like the spray. There is no smell. I didn't like that it didn't do anything for my makeup. You could see the droplets on your face, if that makes sense. And I don't like it. Don't like it. A mascara that I've been loving. There's two. The Butter London Double Decker Lashes. I think we got this in either Ipsy or BoxyCharm. I love this. Love this. I also love the Wander Beauty Unleashed Volume and Curl Mascara. This is one of the only mascaras. Let's make sure I'm doing that the right way. This is one of the only mascaras I find that I absolutely love on my bottom lashes. The downside to both of these, though, I love what they do to my lashes. I hate that if you're not careful and looking down for the right amount of time, they will transfer. So if you use them, make sure you're looking down, give yourself a little fan, then you're good to go. It's not going to flake off. It's not going to transfer throughout the day, just when you're applying. Something to be aware of. Whew, we're getting there. I've talked about this lots. My Nars Pure Sheen SPF Lip Treatment. Mine's officially gone. I use this every single day. I will be repurchasing it. Cannot say enough good about it. Love it. This City Proof Base NYC Pore Minimizer Primer. Don't like it. You can even hear, maybe hear. It is liquidy. It's not, it's, how do I describe it? It's like a lotion, right? Like when I think of pore minimizing primers, I think of a drier consistency. I know Tatcha's got a good one, but it's way too expensive for me. I got a little sample, loved it, but I will not rebuy it. Everyone knows I love the Makeup Forever primer. It has that drier consistency that when you're applying it, it almost feels like baby powder, I guess. So it actually feels like it is like going into the pores and actually doing something. This felt like I was putting an SPF or something on my face. The smell is gross. I don't want to be too brutal, but in comparison to other primers, I don't like this. And this is probably not even going to go into my bad bin. This is probably going to go in the garbage. So I don't recommend this. Oh, okay. Two foundations that I don't like. One more so than the other. The first one is the Pur CC Cream Broad Spectrum SPF 40 in tan. Whew. Yeah. I think I picked this one up just because there was an SPF in it. It's gross. It's thick. It's thick. It doesn't blend. It smells bad. It is not good. This one is going with that other primer and it's just going in the garbage. Now, this one, it pains me to say, usually I will love everything from Physicians Formula. This is their BB cream. I know, like, BB creams aren't supposed to give you a whole lot of coverage and stuff, but I just found that this did, there's an off smell. I don't know. How do I describe it? It just, like, nothing almost. Yeah, nothing. Like, nothing is showing up at all. Like, there should be, well, see, the only place it shows up is in the wrinkles. That's the best way to describe this. So if you put this over your face, there's going to be no coverage, color, anything, anywhere. But if you have experienced lines, it will settle into those, and that's where you'll see color. So I don't recommend this for more mature skin. But From Physicians Formula, this Youthful Wear Spotless Powder, Youth Boosting. Now this is just a translucent powder. It has a little bit of a sheen in it. And that freaked me out at first because I thought, oh, if this is just translucent and it's got some sparkle in there, this is not going to be good. I take that thought back. Love this for a translucent powder on the go. You know, some days you just need that little bit of a blot going on or something. I love this. It gives you that, glow is the wrong word, that's almost too strong. It does give you that, just a boost though, and I highly recommend this. Love it. Not two different colors I have. One other one that I love as far as a pressed powder is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder. I have creamy beige and natural. There's quite a difference in the shades. So this one I use more for, you know, setting type things. This one is one that I would carry in my purse to maybe touch up through the day, especially if I've put on a foundation or something that might have lifted or moved where it wasn't supposed to go. This is the one that I would recommend. Okay, now these again are getting into some higher prices. Jouer. I love Jouer. Now these are their highlighters. I have a few more, but I used Skinny Dip and Rose Gold. There's no denying these highlighters are fabulous. They are creamy, no smell. They are beautiful. Beautiful. I have a few other colors. They have a mirror in them, which is nice. They just look classy. They feel classy. There's a fair amount of product in these too. There's 4.5 grams, 0.16 ounces. I love them. They do what they're supposed to do. They give you a glow. They're wonderful to work with. The only reason I'd be hesitant about giving them a thumbs up though is the price. I get mine from Beautylish, and yeah, they are nice. I do love them. Lip products. I tried the Dose of Colors Aesthetic Liquid Lipstick, and this is from the same collab with Iluvsarahii. Okay, first off, the doe foot. Okay. It's a little bit ratchet. It's kind of, I don't know, misshapen. I don't know. I didn't like it. I found that this bled a lot around my lips. So the first time I used it, I noticed it bled. So the next time I used a lip liner and it still bled. The lasting power on it, I'd give it a strong 3 hours, but anything over that may be pushing it. So unfortunately, as much as I loved the eyeshadow, I was not very happy with the liquid lip. I also tried out the Rimmel London Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color. Wowzers. The staying power for these is fabulous. I absolutely love the doe foot on these. My one criticism is they are a bit dry. So if you think you can just dip once and do your whole lip and you're good to go, no. It is a multiple dipper, but it will stay put. It will last all day and it won't dry your lips out, I found anyway. I loved these. I thought I put two in here. This is a lip paint, long-lasting smudge-proof lip color by Tattoo Junkie. I cannot say enough good about these lip products. Now, generally, and I don't know why they're not in my little box, they'll come with like sparkle or something that you can tap over. Oh, I love these. They smell like cake. You got me a cake. You had me a cake. It's got a smaller doe foot. And now I appreciate that just because there are days where I'm getting a little more brave and might want to overline my lips a little bit. I appreciate that little bit of a finer doe foot on them. They aren't overly expensive. I can't remember now what drugstore. It was when I was looking for my Coty Airspun that I came across these. Was it Walgreens? It may have been Walgreens. was one of the drugstores we don't have in Canada that I found these. I think they might be at Ulta. Ugh, shoot. Anyway, I love these. Love, love, love these. Let's get into some fun stuff. Oh, I think just about every, oh, highlighters. L'Oreal Lumi Glow Highlighter Palettes. I got 2 of these. There may only be 2 colors. They highlight. That's their job. They're a bit powdery. They're a bit patchy. And I found they disappeared quite easily. Like my routine, I like to, you know, do my base, do my eyes, do my contour, and then I'll highlight before I do my blush, because I kind of think it just kind of, I don't know, blends everything together well. And I found with these, if you did that order, they disappeared. Yeah, I can't recommend these just because of that. They don't stay, they don't last very well. So not my favorite. I'm just about done, guys. Yay! If you are still here, hashtag tackle the bin. Lord have mercy. Okay, eyeliner. The Marc Jacobs Gel Eye Crayon is one that I cannot recommend enough. It's pricey, I know. I use these a lot. I love them. They last. They go on so nice. They're the, I don't know, twist out type one, which I love and hate at the same time. I love that you're not sharpening, but I hate that it's hard to get that. If you want to get really detailed and have that sharp point, it's not going to happen with this. But as far as staying put, lasting, ease of application, love them. If I ever wear an eyeliner, on a light eyeliner on my waterline, it will always be the Tarte Inner Rim Liner. Mine's almost gone. I'm gonna have to reorder. I find, like, I love that it's the nude color. I find when I put white on my bottom waterline, it's too much. It's, I don't know, too much of a, it's too much. It doesn't look natural. So I like this because it's a natural brightening. Does that make sense? Anyway, love this. Whew, almost there. Patrick Star Collab Liquid Lippies and Lipsticks. These have been the ones I have been wearing the most. Is Patrick Wu, She Better Work, Mama Star, and Patrick Wu. I did a whole MAC brand banter video. I think I did 2, in fact. Love these. Love them. Love them, love them, love them. And I love Patrick Star, so there we go. I tried the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil. Speaking of, if you think my brows look better, it's because I had a wonderful lady at Ulta, my very first ever brow bar experience. She did my brows for me. And I asked her about tinting, and she actually recommended against it, just because my hair is in that transition, growing out, blonde, who knows what color it's going to be next week. But I kind of like these. It's not my favorite. I much do prefer a powder, like Brow Bar To Go. But this one I have been using just on lazy days, and because I find the color match, which is blonde, is a nice match. So I do recommend these, and I love that it's the fine, little fine point. It's not a great big huge tip to it. I tried the NYX Professional Makeup That's the Point Hella Fine eyeliner. Yeah. It's a liquid eyeliner. You know, take it, leave it. It's nice. It's just, I don't know. You know, it's nice. I find it's pretty, I don't know. It's nice. I just can't say it's my favorite. Whew. 2 more products, y'all. 2 more products. I tried the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Scrub Cleanser, and I gave this a few goes. I really, 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 really like this. It smells I was expecting a different scent, and that's always funny when you know how when you're expecting something to smell or taste a certain way and then it's completely different? For some reason, I was expecting more of a ginger type smell, which I don't know why. It's ginseng, it's not ginger. Maybe I thought they were the same. I don't know. But it's a citrusy smell. Oh my gosh, though, my face felt so nice after I used this. I loved it. Loved it. Whew. Now, Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Highlight Illuminator. Who's that pearl? This was not for me. It, I don't know. Maybe I'm using it wrong. I just found that being a cushion, like I would put it on and you would just see that strip, and I could not blend those edges out for love nor money. Maybe, I don't know, if you have a tip or a trick to using this, Lord knows I would appreciate it, because I can't get this to work. We're done the bin, y'all. We did it. Thank you for sticking with me if you're here. I am going to list all the products down below. Like I mentioned before, if you want to see swatches of something, let me know, because Lord have mercy, if I tried to go through and swatch all this, I would need Rich Lux's body swatch just to have enough area. Not a bad thing, but anyway. Let me know. If you enjoyed this video, give me some love, show me those thumbs up, and until next time, guys, I love you all so much and appreciate you. Love you, bye.